You're welcome. The collective is here for your information, knowledge, and love. What we ask is you to listen. Listen to the vibration. Listen to the frequency. Allow your body to resonate with the information through the frequencies that are brought to you. For it is these frequencies that hold the information, the knowledge, the healing, the love. Allow yourself to be immersed in this vibration. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself on the continuum of this aspect of the humanness that seeks wealth? The wealth of existence, the wealth of understanding, the wealth of abundance. Where do you see yourself on this continuum? Or should it be asked, what do you understand of wealth? How does it fit within your existence? How does wealth play a part in your vibration? What is wealth? Have you asked those questions? Many would answer, wealth is that is accumulated over time, the financial accumulation over time. But is it? Wealth can be perceived as abundance, or is it? For it is this aspect that many toil with, many struggle with. As each new cycle of each new year rolls around, many are perplexed by where they stand with their wealth and what can be done to accumulate more wealth, more abundance. But the simplest of answers in all of it, wealth. Wealth is not what you accumulate. Wealth is not what you acquire financially. Wealth is not what is in your bank account. Wealth is what is here. How full are you here? How full are you to express yourself to others in your wholeness, in your being? This vibrational aspect of wealth, this is where it is centered. This aspect of filling oneself up. Because when you fill yourself up with the understanding of what is provided to you, not what you've achieved for yourself, but what has been provided to you throughout a lifetime, that is the accumulation of wealth, the knowledge that you've accumulated, the love that you've accumulated, the individuals that have come into and out of your existence. They've all left behind something. This is what fills you up and expresses out to the world of who you are. Yes, as a human, many ask, but wealth of that type will not pay my bills. It will not move me forward in the direction that I wish to go, because I must accumulate more things. I must do more things to accumulate more things to be able to do the things for others that others want. But reverse that. Look at it differently. Change your perspective in this understanding, where you can accumulate all that you want. But if you do, nothing with it other than accumulate more. Your effectiveness of why you are here as a energetic divine being is lessened. These are difficult words to understand. These are difficult words to hear, but this is the understanding. It is the process of beginning to fill oneself up with the true understanding of what wealth is. It is what is accumulated through time, what you've brought into this existence of a full vibrational divine essence. And in that, as you understand this process of filling oneself up and allowing yourself to live in this existence, guiding and assisting others, the universe then begins to align all other aspects of what you try to do. The abundance of financial gain, the new house, the new car. Yes, many would say, well, that's a manifesting process. Yes, it is a manifesting process. Manifesting does not solely operate just from your wanting it. Manifesting is a pure alignment between you and the universe and all aspects of existence. If one is out of balance, the longer it will take to manifest that alignment. It is not to focus on the accumulation. It is not to focus on the physical. But it is to understand this aspect of wealth from an energetic filling, an energetic abundance. And when you understand it, that you are being filled with this wealth of divine, this wealth of healing, balance, knowledge, love, then all that you exude out to the world is just that. Yes, you are still human. You are going to experience human things. You are going to have human frustrations. You are going to have human disruptions. But when you are filled with this wealth of understanding, it is easier to navigate. It is easier to find your way through these processes. And then it is then up to you to begin to manifest those things that are then divinely aligned between you and the universe and all existence around you. There's much that can be manifested immediately. Look back upon your life. Look upon your life as it has experienced here, now, throughout this lifetime. And see where things that you have manifested for yourself. And then look deeper and see at the point at which the alignment that was in place, this alignment of your centeredness, your divineness, your divine spark. And you will see how it is all perfectly aligned and unified. Then look upon those existences and those pieces of existence during this life when you wish to manifest something in your existence and it doesn't come. It's not there. It's so far in the future, it's hard to achieve. Then look at where your balance is. And you will find there will be an imbalance. You'll find that there's a struggle between the humanness, the human thoughts, and the understanding of where you need to be balanced, this understanding of self. And there'll be a struggle. Yet you're still trying to manifest, which is appropriate. Now, the other aspect of that is many humans look upon this life as accumulation of items, things, money, clients, business, cars, homes, it doesn't matter. It's all the same energy. But if that energy has not been aligned contractually for your existence, the $1 million, the big yacht, the big house, or even just this particular basic car, if that was not aligned during the contractual process, you can manifest all you wish, but you've already checked it off in your contract. And so you're struggling to achieve something that is not going to be achieved. And once you understand the energetic alignment with that, then you can remove it from your list. And how do you do that, you may ask? It is just simply looking at what you are trying to manifest, all the aspects of your life that you're trying to manifest, whether it is more clients, whether it is this house, this car, this amount of money. And take each one, energetically hold them inside, and truly sit with it. Truly vibrationally align with it, and it will provide you the answer. It will provide you the guidance of understanding that whether it is to be achieved or whether it is not to be achieved. It will take time to adjust to that, but you will understand it. That it is to have this understanding of all the aspects of the humanness. Many want to understand what wealth is, and many want to understand what abundance is and manifesting. It is all coming down to one thing, the alignment within. And where do you align? How do you align? Do you accept the alignment? If the alignment is not accepted, then the struggle ensues. The vibrational imbalance takes place. The harder it is to manifest, the harder it is to fill this wealth inside. So over the days and weeks, months to come, reassess your understanding of your current alignment. Write it all down, put it all in front of you. Align yourself with all aspects of it. Look deeply within. The answers are there. You've brought the answers with you. You have to reveal the answers to self. And you will understand how the struggles begin to fall away. The vibrational struggles. The human struggles are still going to be present because that is why you are here as a human. To understand what it is to be a human. To enjoy all things, to struggle with many. But that is the experience that you've chosen. But you can also accept all of it and understand how fulfilling it actually is. So allow that to be the understanding. Take that and understand there's more to wealth than just accumulation. It's here, the depths of self that is being filled with wealth. If you have questions, please begin.
Thank you so very much for your presence this evening, and thank you for that profound message that many of us struggle with. Elisa, who's with us this evening, needs to hear a message. Can you please share what it is she needs to know this evening?
You have lost the vision of self, the vision of the alignment of self, the vision of the purpose of self. It's still there, but your humanness has lost its perspective. What can be asked is this, and it will be difficult, but it is to find yourself in front of yourself. Look upon yourself through a mirror. Gaze into yourself. Allow it at first just to connect. No need to bring in emotion. No need to bring in trauma. No need to bring in any other aspect of this existence other than just to connect and connect with gratitude. Looking upon oneself deeply within and thanking you for your own existence. Because it is this existence that you have chosen. You've had many other opportunities to take on many other existences. This is the one that you have chosen. And you have an understanding deep inside of what this existence holds for you. But it is as if there is a cap upon the bottle, holding it all in. The pressure's building, but yet you don't realize how easy it is to release the pressure and allow it to be witnessed. So it is to first allow yourself to witness yourself in gratitude, thanking it for its own existence, because you are here purposefully. Then, after you've filled yourself with that gratitude, allow yourself to bring forward the emotions. Allow yourself to work through the different emotions of self, no one else. Not different interactions with other individuals. This is purely for self. There'll be time for the external existences and how to work through that. This is primarily for self. Allowing yourself to clear those emotions that have been built up over time, layer upon layer, existence upon existence, and allow each one to come up. Experience it, understand that it has served its purpose, give it gratitude, and allow it then to flush away, to move on, to be no longer with you. Allow that process to work through you. Then in time, as you become comfortable with that, then it's time to allow you to address all of the external existences. This individual, that individual, this instance, this circumstance, this interaction, these conversations, these relationships, each individually. Address them just as you've addressed yourself. That is the message that is to be heard. It is to remember who you are and why you are here. For the purpose is there. Allow it to be released and allow the world to see exactly who you are.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that. Christina is planning to relocate, and she's curious if you have any advice or guidance in that area, please.
This process of relocation and this message is for all. Yes, specific for you, but it is for all. When it is time and you understand that it is time, you feel it inside. You understand it's time to lift up your roots and move and then settle them once again. This is not a easy experience. but it is one that can be exciting. It is to energetically push yourself into all corners of where you wish to go. You already have an idea of what location, what area, because you've already sensed that, because otherwise you wouldn't be wanting to move. You understand there's a push, there's a need, there's an existence of why I need to move. But it is to push yourself, your energy out into all corners of that area, that region, and allow it through meditation or sleep, daydream, laying upon Mother Earth and connecting, but allow it to show you by just a little bright spot here and a little bright spot there, narrowing yourself to exactly where you need to settle. For what you will see when you connect in this way, it'll be as if that image of the larger perspective begins to shrink and begins to lighten and get brighter and brighter. And finally, you've got one illuminated spot. That is the space to go. That is the location to go. For yes, from this perspective, there are many locations you could settle in, just as all could just move and settle in one area. And for a period of time, you would feel comfortable. So yes, from the collective's perspective, we could say tomorrow, move to this location. And yes, you would settle there for some time, but you would feel a point again that you need to move. This is because you are not honoring your internal guidance. Always understand, and this is for all decisions, and this is the most difficult aspect for all human existence. For when you've contracted this life, you've made those contracts, you've brought all your answers with you. They are deeply written within your core, within your DNA, within your physicality. You have to just find them. You have to align with them. And when you do, it'll be as if a book opens in front of you. And the words are very clear. The understanding is true. That is because that is what you have created for this existence. That is what we challenge you to do. That is what we allow you to experience. So it is to just allow your energy to float out and then narrow itself to exactly where you need to be, because that is what you've planned.
Which is exactly why I can't ask you for the name of our new podcast.
There are many names, yes, but that is a divine inspiration through those that are creating that.
Right, thank you. So Patty is going to open a healing center, and she would like to know if you have any guidance or advice or messages as she proceeds in that endeavor, please.
You are in the guidance process. You are aligning with your internal guidance. You are acknowledging this. Next steps is to allow yourself to envision yourself already there, whatever it will look like, what each corner will hold, what each window will look like, what the floor, the doors, the space, the clients. Allow yourself to move forward in time. Allow yourself to drift off into that meditative connection. And allow yourself to move forward in a bit of time, to see it as it already exists, as it does, entering as a customer, entering as a client into your own space, knowing exactly where everything is. Then bringing that information back as you begin to grow this business. You'll know exactly what the customers, what the clients are looking for. Allow yourself to energetically grid and align the space, allowing it to become a portal, allowing it to become a place of cleansing, These are all aspects to align yourself appropriately to it. Those that you wish to work with, allow them to enter in and be part of the cleansing, part of the gridding, and part of the experience of what you have just brought back from your own future. That is what is to be said.
Amazing, thank you. And so Wendy is curious if she and Patty have had past lives together and if they're meant to co-create in this life together.
There are a number of existences where they have been energetically connected as sisters. They have been aligned as sisters in a number of lives. Their energy carries forward here, but what is interesting is that this business, this space, this is not the first alignment to this. You are carrying this in from the past. So it is to be noted that it is an existence, both past and future. You lie in the middle, allowing yourselves both individually or together to experience both the past and the future, merging them here, now, in this life, bringing them into existence, and creating the same healing aspect. For you see, in the past, both healers brought many into their circle, brought them forward into their own understanding, healed many ailments. This too will be a center where this aspect of sisterhood will be a healing circle, a healing zone for others to come in and be relieved of their ailments.
Awesome, thank you for that. So a few weeks ago, Samantha was woken up in her sleep from the sound of a loud cracking pop inside of her head. Can you tell her what that was and why did it or does it happen?
Now, this is purely a physical aspect of the human body aligning to the overabundant of energy pressure, the existence of the overwhelming amplitude of energies that are coursing through your planet. Many will experience it in many different ways. For you, it was this shall it be said, almost as if it is an egg that is being cracked open and a young emergent chick is to come out. This, in this case, this loud cracking, popping is the shell that has been placed internally. This amplitude of energy has cracked that, and there's an emerging process that is taking place. And this is an emergence of a new existence. As you have been progressing through your activities, your life, you've been through a number of different emergent points. This is just yet another area of emergence that you are going through.
Wonderful, thank you. So in a session that Amanda had with the collective in 2020, you all talked about the blessed children, and you said that they come in with their connections still open and have a group purpose. Can you elaborate a little more on their role and purpose and our role in supporting them as a group?
You, as perceived elders to these young children, your role is one to just that, support yes, energetically, with your teachings of your higher level understandings to a certain point. As they begin to progress through their physicality, you will begin to witness a particular point at which they themselves energetically outpace, grow stronger, grow taller than you as the perceived elders. They will then turn around to become the teachers for those that, as you are, elders, to bring you along new understandings, new teachings, higher level teachings, higher perspective of an understanding that currently doesn't exist. So yes, as a collective, these children, they come in together as a cluster, spread throughout the entirety of this planet. They all come in together throughout a particular period of your Earth years, but they are all clustered together. They all have the same purpose. It is to be taught, to have the foundations given to them, because they will be speaking your language of energy, of healing, of greater beyond at a much earlier age. You will help progress that. But very shortly thereafter, they will then overcome, and they will then become your teachers to show you and to have you experience a higher level of understanding that you are not quite at yet.
Wonderful, thank you. Julie saw a shooting star in July of 2021. Evidently, it was quite profound, and she isn't quite sure what to ask. Is there some information that she needs to be aware of in regards to that sighting?
The simplest of answers is this: to continue your viewing, continue your upward viewing of the sky above, daytime, nighttime, all times. It is to understand what is taking place, just not what is in front of you. For the shooting star, this, what you had witnessed, this was one would look upon it as a key into a lock to bring you into a new wave of understanding, a new level of recognition of self. And when this took place, there was a sense that there is a expanse, and it is an expanse that you are directly connected to. For there is this deep alignment galactically that you do have. And it is this that you continue to look skyward, but yet you look with question. Begin to look with knowing. Begin to acknowledge and speak your own existence to the stars. Allow this alignment to begin to settle throughout. As you begin to do this, you will understand what you begin to see. Others around you will not see it. It is your vision, it is your eyes that will begin to see your alignment skyward. So allow yourself this time to refocus your vision, refocus your alignment. It is this key that unlocked this alignment for you, this knowing. And in time, you will see the splendor that lies before you. You can then allow others to witness that through your voice, teaching them of what is brought to you from your galactic family.
Awesome, thank you. Maria is interested in understanding her connection to Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene a little bit better. And she's curious if either one of them have a message for her regarding her work at this time, please.
this alignment between Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and the divine purpose, the divine feminine, the divine healing. For you are in the midst of a center point of this energy that you've created a space for. You have energetically created a habitat for both of these energies to exist in. You can step into and out of, almost as if it is a large sphere placed in front of you. You can step inward and out of it as needed. This is the agreement you've made between the two. The understanding is this: when you step in, you've created a triangle of energy. This triangle of energy is purposeful, for without one, it is not existent. So all three must be in place. And so when you do this work, and what you must witness, and this is how it is laid out, as you are about to enter into working with an individual, no matter the modality, but the individual you are to work with, you bring them along. You center them in the triangle. You connect the other two pieces. Now it is formed. They are now infused with this divine feminine healing, but it is not to realign. It is not to balance, but it is to awaken, re-energize, refocus all aspects of the human physicality and energetic alignment. It isn't to balance feminine and masculine. It isn't to fully align the chakras. But it is this point at which it is this blending, this merging of understandings. The humanness cannot exist without the energetic. The energetic can exist without the humanness, but it is that alignment of the humanness to the energetic. And when you place them in the center, you can think of it as a pyramid within this sphere. You are creating a space for them to integrate, to awaken, to be re-energized, to become aware. So that is what is to be understood. It is purposeful to have the three. It is purposeful to connect and disconnect, for it is not purposeful to remain connected to them 100%. For that itself can take away from your physicality. So you must step away, step out of this sphere, and regain your own energy, regain your own humanness, and enjoy this humanness. But when you're ready, and when it is time to work with a client, place them in the center, walk in, connect all three, and begin the process of healing.
Lovely, thank you. I just felt a warm energy right here.
And the presence of Mary Magdalene is present.
Wonderful, thank you for that. So there are three people who would like to know their galactic alignments. The first is Cindy. She's curious about her primary galactic alignment and her original source cluster, please.
And Pleiades is the closest alignment. Lyran is the source cluster.
Wonderful, thank you. And Jonathan?
He is bridged between Pleiades and Pleiades.
Alrighty, and Sean, please.
Andromedan, Arcturian.
Awesome, thank you. Elaine has downloaded some light language, and I wonder if Will would be able to translate that if I hold it in front of his eyes.
And place the paper in front. Tikuwadaka isanakia tuanaka pasipunukiaka anayawati itsiki wanta anaka itsina wasuno mata nasiwanaki isanako tiaka tukwaya shunuko unyanaya kaya nakupu yanamanti isi yonapaya kaya chuku unyakati yanaka ikiku yoko. From the eternal depths of this existence upon this planet, the alignment that you have between you and this presence, this protector, the one that stands behind and protects all. This wraps around in front of you, surrounds you. This is purposeful. It is not to understand who the protectorate is, but it is to understand the purpose of the protectorate. For when you understand the purpose of the protectorate and its energy that surrounds, it is to be embraced by it. It is to understand that it is present with you. It has not been acknowledged to this point. You've sensed, you've understood. You have not fully embraced this encompassing protectorate energy. Allowing yourself to be embraced and surrendering to this protectorate energy will then give you the internal essence, the internal power to begin to move forward with your own voice, with your own experience, with your own alignment. It is this protectorate that will surround you until you are ready to begin to break free from this bound of the humanness in order to express just what has been written upon the paper. It is this that you understand. You understand the flow of energy from internal sources up onto the paper, but yet the ability to understand what has just been placed upon the paper is still locked away. This, the protectorate, will allow you to emerge from, to allow it to begin to be presented to others.
So she'll be doing more of this writing?
This is correct.
And then understanding it.
This is correct.
Beautiful.
But one must merge and surrender to this energy, this protectorate energy, in order to allow and release what is to be presented.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Are there any closing remarks from the collective?
This life that you experience, this life that you've brought here, this life, this existence, this humanness, this is yours. Don't be challenged by it. Yes, there are challenges, but don't be challenged by it. Understand your alignment. Understand this purposeful alignment that you have here upon this planet. For this is the only existence like it. You are here purposely. And when you understand, as it has been explained, the wealth of oneself, the true wealth of oneself, why you are here, what you are being filled with, and how you can express that wealth out to the world, then the universe has no other choice than to bless you with all things. Because now you are beginning to align exactly how you've chosen to align. It will take some time for others, and it will take less time for others, but that is how you have planned your existence. You have planned this contract accordingly. Do not look upon others of how they've achieved this or they've achieved that, and you've not achieved this or achieved that. It is all in the purposeful time of how you have exactly laid this existence out. So take time in the days to come to reflect upon your own wealth of existence. Then allow others to see that. They're waiting. They want to experience it as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so very much for your presence this evening.
As always, the collective is here for your information, knowledge, and love.